So sometimes you could just have your hands on somebody, and then you just might introduce the slightest movement. So this is pretty easy, and so, you know, I can see a way of going through her abdomen here, a little bit into her legs. And the idea, you know how when you're on a yo-yo, you're not using a lot of effort, you've got that connection, so you just do a little bit of movement. In Traeger, you have that idea where you're connecting into the fascial system, so that very little effort creates movement through the whole body. And the whole fascial webbing gets to change. Are you okay?
Yeah.
So if somebody has, let's say, a reversed cervical curve, this kind of thing would be really nice, where I'm giving her a suggestion of a cervical curve, coming back out of it, irrigating the cervical spine, coming up into the suboccipital region, saying hello to that. The shoulders and the rib cage, which tend to get kind of tethered together. You just give people little experiences of the shoulder girdle sliding along the rib cage. Invitations, like somebody said. And then something like this is a broader thing, where I'm really going for like T1 through T6. Now, some people have a little bit of a reduced thoracic curve. Sometimes if the erectors are kind of tight, or if they're in pain in a certain way and they like to arch, they'll feel that. So part of what you can use Traeger for in that situation is to help encourage the thoracic kyphosis. And then in terms of body mechanics, ideally you're moving from your body, and the connection to them is an extension of that. So even from working just for 1 minute, I already kind of know what one thing is that I think would be really nice for this body, which would be to enjoy a little more range in the thoracic spine. And then I'm not going to go about trying to fix it, because that's for other kinds of body work. I'm going to give pleasant suggestions of what might feel good to create kind of a mind-body connection. And you can use Traeger for trying to play with all different qualities. Tone, lymphatic feeling. You can work with ligaments. So like right now I'm playing around with the insertions of the hamstrings, or the tendons of the hamstrings. And I'm letting the weight of her body do a lot of the work. And I'm trying to get that lulling muscle thing. I'm not just trying to gyrate her all over the place. There's a sense of feeling her natural way of moving. And if I can sink into her natural way of moving, it has a better chance of being received by her brain and nervous system. Are you okay?
Yep.
And the experience of the hands is soft, not pokey hands. Pokey hands are really good for other massage techniques. For Traeger, your hands are just like big soft quilts. You're just appropriately loving somebody up with your hands. You're not making demands on their body, you're just, invitations was a great word. And a lot of what the therapy comes from are the waves. The waves of movement as the body relaxes create better tone in the muscles. All right, thank you very much.